Hello, it's me again, Francis Muhumuchi, and again, I'm asking the question that I've always been asking. Apologies on being a week late, but it hasn't been an easy week. A lot has been going on, and just didn't want personal feelings or personal thoughts clouding my judgment. But again, nobody asked me. I just felt like it. Yes, like I said, a lot has been going on, and the main question that's on my head, or should I say in my head right now, is do we understand the importance of pressing the reset button in our lives? The reason I say this is because I've been experiencing quite a lot of self doubt, a lot of disappointments in terms of everything that I had planned that just didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. So, my question now becomes how often do we actually press the reset button? How often do we do a self evaluation? And at the same time, another thing that I wanted to add is I think the biggest flaw that we all have is that we end up setting our own benchmarks influenced by other people. And I think that's maybe something that we're not doing very well. Of course, I'm not an expert, but I think that we should set our own individual targets, look at ourselves as to where am I? What do I have? And instead of tearing ourselves down, I think we should consider building ourselves up, but then obviously building ourselves up based on where we are. We can compare with ourselves where we were, where we are and what we want to have. I think that would be much better than always, or maybe sometimes, looking at what other people have and then saying, well, because I don't have this, this is terrible. But then that's the thing. What you have, the other person might not have. What you see is only what they show you, So I end up having to ask this question to say, are we acknowledging those many achievements, what we have accomplished, over time? And I just got reminded in the past week of acknowledging my own achievements, acknowledging where I am in life, acknowledging what I have as well, because a lot of what I have, I know that a lot of people don't have. So I'll start there and say, okay, so this is where I am now compared to where I was. Am I moving forward? Am I moving backwards? And at the same time, if I do find myself moving backwards, the question now becomes, what must I do in order to push myself, or rather to prevent myself from moving backwards? And as soon as I've achieved that, I need to celebrate that and say, okay, I've stopped myself from moving backwards. Now I can need to start to say, okay, so this is now my new starting point. So from this point forward, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. But at the same time, I do understand that we need to also be realistic, that it will not be an easy journey. It will require us looking at the fact that nothing comes easy. Everything requires work, and anything that requires work means that there will be some sense of resistance to it. Sometimes it's getting out of our comfort zones and doing what is necessary, but then we're just not willing to do before, because, well, we are comfortable. And comfort also comes with things like fear, So are we ready to actually lift ourselves up? Press the reset button and say, okay, wait, let me do a self-introspection. Let me evaluate, where am I? Where am I going? So like I said, nobody asked me. I just felt like it.